a celebrity fans were left so disgusted by last night's vile opening episode of the iconic ITV show that they were forced to switch off their tellies, and it wasn't down to any jungle creepy crawlies. Viewers were left unimpressed yesterday evening after Nigel Farage entered the jungle and is reportedly being paid a £1.5 fee to appear on the show, The Mirror reports. Ahead of the launch of the 23rd season, #BoycottI'mACeleb started trending on X, formerly known as Twitter, as social media users criticized show bosses and said they should be ashamed of themselves for giving him a platform. As hosts Ant and Dec opened the show, one viewer fumed, "I've watched #I'mACeleb for 0.5 seconds and Fridge's stupid face and stupid voice already makes me want to turn it off and never watch it again." Another person raged, "The sight of him is making me want to turn off already #I'mACeleb." While a third wrote, "At ITV I'm a celebrity, you should be utterly ashamed of yourself for bringing in and paying an obscene amount of money to the disgusting and vile human being at Nigel_Farage, shame on you. #ITV #I'mACeleb #disgraceful #below the bell." Someone else seethed, "Vile really. Has only going in the jungle to get support and achieve what he really wants to be an MP, at the next general election it's all about next year for our Nige. #I'mACeleb 30. Just minutes into the show, Ant and Dec hit back at Nigel Farage with a savage dig as they confronted the backlash head-on. Dec said, "There's the man who's got everyone talking. Nigel Farage. Nigel now, not just known for his controversial political career, has also got his own show on GB News." Join the Daily Record's WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages. Now of course, he won't be presenting that show over the next 3 weeks. So I'd like to take this opportunity to apologize to all of GB News viewers. Ant quipped, "Sorry Keith, sorry Linda." ITV have responded to the backlash from the politician in a statement which reads, "I'm a Celebrity has always featured a diverse cast from all areas of public life and has a history of featuring political figures throughout its 20 years on screen. As with any campmate, viewers are invited to form their own opinions when the show begins on Sunday." Meanwhile, Jamie Lynn Spears, the younger sister of Britney Spears, has already proved to be a bit of a headache for I'm a Celebrity bosses after she refused to take part in media chats prior to entering the jungle. While it's not mandatory by their contract for celebs to speak to journalists ahead of starring on the ITV show, it is incredibly rare for a campmate to not do so. A TV source told The Mirror, "It is disappointing Jamie Lynn wouldn't speak to journalists out in Australia. She kept her head down at Brisbane Airport, which is fair enough after a long flight, but it is highly unusual to not take part in the media chats whilst waiting to go into camp this week. In fact, it is almost unprecedented, and even Boy George took part last year when he has rarely done interviews for a decade. The last contestant we can remember to refuse to do the pre-show interviews was David Jest, and that was back in 2006. It is not a great sign if you are hoping Jamie Lynn is going to be hugely talkative on the show and give up lots of goss about Britney. Hopefully she finds her voice in camp,